The biggest problem that I have when I'm looking to buy a new car is that I go online and I read reviews, Car and Driver and all this. The problem with the reviews is they're not about the stuff that I care about. It's like torque, the torque of the car, and it's like foot-pounds, pound-feet. I don't know what that even means. It's not what I'm going to experience. So I want to do a review that's stuff about stuff we care about. Okay, first thing I notice is stripes, okay? I'm not a stripe person, so I'm going to pretend they don't exist. Second thing I notice right off the bat is the color. The color is amazing. I love this color. I like the look of it. I think it's really great. I mean, yeah, this is a great paint job. Right here, look at the sparkles and stuff. Yeah, very cool. So I completely would see that. The next thing I notice is the wheels. Love the wheels. What do you think?
Yeah, they look like racing wheels.
Yeah, I just like them.
And I'm not a big rims guy.
I'm not either. But
the tires look solid.
Yeah, they look nice. Those are really nice. And then I guess the next thing I notice is it's very sleek.
Right.
Got a sleek kind of cut to it. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, you know what else I noticed?
What?
Everybody says, look at the front. Now, I don't know if you know what Aston Martin is. It's got an Aston Martin front end. Yeah.
No, I don't.
They were saying it's cut like the Aston Martin front.
Yeah.
And look that up, it looks pretty awesome.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Very cool.
So you kind of think like, oh wow, low-end car with a high-end look. Let's do an inside impression, okay? Now I've been driving it for a week, so I've been blazing all over the place. Okay. So just kind of get in it, give me your impression, and I'll just follow you around.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Okay, first of all, I want to move the seat up just for me. How do that? Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Let's see. Like the steering wheel. Steering wheel's awesome. Feels good. Everything seems like it's you know what? I'm glad they went to a hand, because a lot of American cars have you have to press with your foot, and I'm so used to this.
I like the hand one too.
I love the hand.
I just realized that you brought that up. My other one, my van, has a foot.
Yeah, and all American cars have the foot thing. Mainly, not all, but most of them do, and I like the hand. Especially, I don't have to struggle with my left foot looking for where the brake is if I needed it. I just pull this, and if my brakes failed on me.
Right.
So that's awesome. I like that. That's a nice feature. Oh, look, boom, I see that right off the bat. I don't know what Microsoft Sync is. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I'll show you that later.
Okay, cool. I like having this where I can plug right in. That's awesome. I see this here. I assume that this is a navigational system.
Yeah, that's our screen. It's a touch screen too. We'll talk about that when we get to the bells and whistles.
Yeah, so I would see that instantly as, oh wow, that's a wow factor for me.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh, there's features there. This car is a smart car in that regard.
Seems like everything's in reach, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let me see. It'd be hard to say just first impression, but sits good.
How's the thumb controls? Are they in good spots? I know we don't know what they do yet, but you feel like you'd be able to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like if I'm driving, it's good. I like these. I have them in my car, and I like them right here. It's good, and you feel like you still have your, you can just move one hand like this, and you can still have a good grip on the wheel. I like the wheel a lot. I mean, this is super important. This is where your hands are all the time, right? And it's important to feel like you have a good grip on the car.
Right.
So that's cool. So that's first impression. I'd like to know more about the radio, and without seeing this on, it's kind of hard to say.
Oh, right? You just wait. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right. So yeah, that's my first seat impressions.
All right, so hop in the back if you can.
Okay, now this is something that most people forget to do when they're checking out for a new car, is to check the back seat. Because you're thinking as yourself as a driver. Now, I'll tell you right now, front, very comfortable, lots of space. But the back seats a lot of times is where, if you have a lot of space in the front, you lose it in the back. And that's my first impression is, it doesn't look like there's much space here. So I'm going to get in. I'm a short guy, so I don't know how. Oh, it's not that bad, actually.
Isn't that weird?
It's not that bad. I mean,
because you sit back further.
I'm just surprised. I mean,
Really?
look down here. You think, God, there's no room.
Right.
But it's not bad. Thanks. Now, I just need it in my pocket.
Yeah, just in your pocket.
It doesn't go anywhere, right?
No.
Great. All right.
Got a push button start.
All right. So here's something that I noticed. One of the things I always notice is in smaller cars, especially, is the slam of the door. Okay. Solid. Very solid. Oh my
gosh, you're totally right. Dude.
Very solid. Okay. Whereas a lot of times you go into small cars, they're tinny, and you feel like you have nothing between you and the world. Okay. Put it in reverse. Oh, there we go. First time. backup camera.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. That is instantly impressive. A car in this class having that kind of technology. That's something that's
never seen in the low.
I just don't see. I didn't even expect that would be there. I'm gonna hammer on the. You did about 40 right there. I don't want to go faster than that because I don't want to be stupid about it. But yeah, it was there. There's a little bit of a lag, just a little bit of a lag there. But if you need the gas, it's there. Right? And I think if I was buying this for my daughter,
look at this. Now you get to do the old U-turn.
Yeah, if I was buying this for my daughter, would I feel like it's safe for her? Could she handle this? Would it turn? Look at that turning circle. It's nice.
It feels like we're turning on a dime, dude.
It's really tight.
That's crazy.
Think about it. With a small car, you expect that kind of stuff, right? That's the beauty of having the small cars. You can do things you can't do in the larger cars, right? So another thing that when I'm test driving a car, you go to the dealer and you test drive a car, is braking is important. So I always want to try a hard brake. So I always tell the guy, the salesperson, okay, I'm going to do a hard brake. So let me do a hard brake route. That's not going to be any words, right? Here's safe. Do a hard brake. Okay, and I didn't even hard brake.
Wow.
I didn't even hard brake. I wasn't a panic brake because I've never done this braking in this car before. So
I do a hard brake.
Do a really hard
I've
brake?
done really hard as braking
Okay.
you can do.
All right,
I've done it in the Speedway.
All right, here we go.
That's your anti-lock.
Damn.
Is that amazing?
That's awesome.
That's some of the best braking I've had in
That's
any
great.
car, dude. All right, so one of the things that I learned about this car, which is really interesting, is I didn't know a lot of framework is using plastic still. A lot of cars are using plastic in parts of the framework, and what Ford has done is they've done, I think, what is it, a boron steel? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Boron steel.
Yeah.
They're using a boron steel. It's a lighter than regular steel, but it has the strength of steel, instead of going with just plastic.
All right, so here's another thing that is important to me, right? I always think about the door, right? Right? I don't want a flimsy door. I want to look at a door from the side and feel like, that feels. Now I've seen pictures where they show these little bars that come through here, which just makes the door stronger and an accent and stuff like that. But that solidness makes me feel like it's safer. You get a flimsy door, and it just doesn't seem as safe. Now that's hardly a technical safety piece of information, but it definitely is a correlation, right? Flimsy door is not going to be. And that's a great solid door for a small car. So unfortunately, we can't see where the airbags are, but here's a great image of that. And it's 7 airbags. Okay, and it's the car has 4 or more stars in all crash tests by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. That's impressive. So one of the most important things for me is safety. Okay, how safe is a car, and do you feel safe driving it? Do you feel safe having your kids drive it, putting your children in this car and everything? With the 7 airbags, the anti-lock brakes, the safety ratings and everything, I definitely would feel safe putting my daughter, who's just learning to drive, in this car.
Where's the spare tire?
Right here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
What's the spare tire?
I don't know. Oh, wait, it must be underneath this.
Is it deeper?
Yeah. See? You lift this.
There it is. Oh my
Is
God.
it a full spare tire?
Full-size spare tire, everybody. Look at that. You don't
Nice.
get that anymore.
Okay, I have a real problem with car commercials. They always show the car commercial where they're driving up a mountain and doing stuff. And they tell me in the car commercial, do not do this, right? When I want to see a car, I want to see how you would show me a car if you bought it. And you drive to my house, hey, you got to see my new car. So that's what we're going to do next. Jack's going to show me his new car.
So one of the features on the steering wheel is this Ford Sync voice button. You're going to push that button pretty much whenever you want to tell the car what to do. It has over 5,000 it's over 10,000 commands, it understands.
Voice?
Voice commands, yeah.
Wow.
Totally crazy. So let's try it out. Let's try it out right now.
Please say a command.
Climate 72 degrees.
Did you say 72 degrees?
Yes.
Setting temperature to 72 degrees.
It also allows you to tell her what cruise control. I can't do it right now because we're not driving.
Right.
You could tell her what speed you want the car to go on cruise control.
Oh, that's very
by
cool.
voice. Oh, okay. So the other cool thing about this is, if you go here, full touch.
Wait, is it touchscreen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Full touch screen. Whoops.
It works great.
Shut up. I can't get in that little. All right. It's got Sirius Satellite on it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to play any songs, but it has like 3 banks of memories for Sirius. Here's 6. Then you push the button again, you get another 6, and you get another 6.
Okay, but can you play your phone music through this?
Yeah, it's all Bluetooth. So when you want to do that, you click here, and then see the Bluetooth stereo right there?
Nice.
There are, in this armrest here,
Uh-huh.
which I got some gunk in there. See the 2 USBs?
Oh, yeah. And an SD. That's where the SD card goes.
And an SD slot right there.
There's a card in there already.
There's
Cool.
a card in there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all full touchscreen navigation. You could tell it, here's another favorite of mine. Let's try it right now.
Please say a command.
I'm hungry.
And where would you like to search? Nearby or in a city?
A city.
In California, say the city name.
Huntington Beach.
Say a line number.
Oh, it worked. Huntington Beach. There it is. How many times do you guys reach your hand out and wipe the water off or the fog or whatever
So,
in
wait.
cold weather?
If I put the defrost on, those will defrost?
Those will defrost.
So where's
with
the
defroster.
defroster?
Defrost is down here.
Down here somewhere?
See
Oh,
that
there
light
it
right
is.
there?
That guy right there.
That's a defrost. And my second favorite thing on this is that, see that second little mirror right there?
Yeah.
That's your blind spot mirror. Another great thing is the positioning. See right in there? That does all my, that shows me, here I'll show you. That shows you like how many miles till empty, you know, how your route, all the things, the degrees, everything you want. Whoops, I only have 795, where is it? 795, so all your stats are right in front of you, right where you need to look. Okay, so you ready for my best feature?
Yeah. What?
Okay, so there is LED lighting down by your feet, okay, down by my feet,
Right.
in the cup holders.
That's cool.
And in the back seat, down by their feet, there is LED lighting everywhere. And the beautiful part is a button on the dash that lets me change
Oh, the color. Oh, my
7
God. That's green.
different colors.
Purple. Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
All right, now let's not forget one of my favorite features is the seats. That's right. These are leather, and you can do leather or fabric, I'm sure. But this one I have is leather and heated. And I never knew they put heated seats in economy cars now.
All right, so after we've done all of this looking at the car, you might be like, oh, wow, I really like this car a lot. But there's all these little tiny little things that you don't look for and you kind of forget. So we're going to kind of go over, try to look at the nitpicky things. And then we're nitpicking here, but these are things you're going to forget. Okay, so the quality of the glove box. I know it's not super important. I don't know anyone who stores their gloves in here, but how big is it? What's it, man, you know, it's a little plasticky, it's not very big, you know, just little things like that. Yeah, it closes nicely, right? It plops down, right? I've seen cars where they come down and they open slowly, so it's okay. Okay, another thing is this, the rest, right? It's hard, but it's got a little bit of give, but it's very plasticky, right? And it's probably the cheapest thing I've seen in the car. You know, it's all molded from one piece of plastic and all. It's just okay. It could be better. One thing I can say is that I don't think it's going to break, but it's just okay. Another thing I like to do is see like what materials they're using, right? This isn't nice. I really like this. It's got a cushiony kind of give to it. Doesn't feel cheap. And I feel like if the sun's going to beat on this, it's not going to, like after, you know, a few years, not going to have a big crack in it because it gives, it flexes. This is impressive. I like this a lot. So another thing is the door construction. A lot of cars will have this be pretty cheap, okay? First of all, this will be hard plastic. It's not here, right? So when you rest your elbow, it doesn't hurt, right? That's nice. This is, while it's plastic, I don't know. I normally wouldn't like it, but man, there's something about this that I just like. It's textured, right? Didn't feel like they cheaped out on it. You know, you don't need to spend a lot of money on this, but you know, it's not bad. And it doesn't feel like I'm not gonna be able to like that's really strong. And a lot of times if you pull on things like this is a little weaker, but this, which is you're going to be pulling on for the lifetime of the car, that thing's solid. All right, the quality of this is super important. Something you don't check, right? Okay, right here, how's it connect? And see that right there, how it separates? Yeah, that's kind of a little cheesy. And also, one thing I do like is how tall this is, right? Because that means I can adjust it, right? I have a lot of adjustment if I want on this side, so that's cool.
See if it slides in and out.
No, it does not slide in and out.
It doesn't.
But
it covers everything.
It covers except for this spot right here. This bugs me when they don't cover this. So having something that would pull out would be awesome. They didn't do that. But just the construction of this, you know, if you're doing this a lot when you're driving, this is going to wear over time, and this doesn't feel like it's done very well. All right, so another thing is, how does the gas thing work, right? Is it a release over on the underneath the seat or what? Well, this has got a little lip thing here. Okay, cool. So that's open. Well, wait a minute. You don't have a cap. Where's the cap?
Oh, this is the new Ford's going with all capless now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But I like to check this, right? How strong is that? Wow, it's gasless. I mean, it's capless.
You know what? You know, even the design they told us.
Yeah.
The design, you cannot siphon out of these.
That's cool.
You just plug and play, baby.
Oh, that's nice. And you don't forget. I've forgotten this at the gas station. That's okay, right there. See, it's this kind of stuff. You got to look for the little things, right? Because these things, you don't think about this.
Okay, now when I watch the back window of my car, this thing, it's so stuck on it. You're like tearing it. You have to pull and almost break it just to get your rag underneath. Now look at this. Okay, this is the best part. Look at this. I just saw this just now. It lifts up. It's made to lift up. My van does not do that. So you can completely clean your window. Unbelievable. I love that.
Okay, another thing is when you go into a car wash, what's the car wash going to do to this thing, right? So I assume I can just take this out. It's the first time I'm trying this. Oh, piece of cake, right? But then the other thing is, these are stupid little things that you don't think of. But the other thing is, okay, well, what happens if it gets jammed, right? Oh, it handles that pretty good. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, another nitpicky thing is how do you adjust the seats, right? These are manual seats, so how easy is this? I mean, this is pretty easy, you know, it's intuitive, but this is kind of interesting. I'm not exactly sure what this does, and I just realized that if you can pump it up and down, so you can sit taller and sit lower and adjust it like that, so that's pretty good. And that's plasticky, right? But once you get it set, you're good.
You'll probably never touch that once it's set.
Right.
Okay, so basically, I have to tell you, everything about this car is awesome and surprising. The handling was surprising. The room inside. This car does not look roomy from the outside. It looks puny, but when you get inside, no, a big guy like me, I would tell you if I was scrunched. I promise.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There's a little plasticky here, a little plasticky there. The nitpick section. That's just me being nitpicky. But overall, the important things are all there. One thing we forgot to mention was that you're going to get amazing gas mileage.
So big thumbs up on the new 2014 Ford Fiesta.